the 2022 Range Rover, a symbol of luxury and power. Today, we're going to perform our usual and brutal tests on it. So first things first, let's start with the crash tests. In our very first test, we're locking the car's speed at 64 kilometers per hour and smashing it into a barrier at a 50% offset. As you can see, the car did a good job protecting its passengers, but I have no idea why this A-pillar just bent so easily. Honestly, that's very strange to me. I really hope it doesn't disappoint us in the next tests. Well, with that said, let's move on to the 100% frontal test. In the 100% collision, the car actually showed a really good performance. But that pillar issue is back. I seriously don't understand why these pillars are bending so much. You know, thinking about it, I really would not want to be one of these dummies. Let's go to the head-to-head crash test. This is where it gets much harder. Two Range Rovers, different colors, are about to collide with each other at 64 kilometers per hour. As you can see, both cars showed relatively good performance in passenger safety, but again, these pillars are really getting on my nerves. It's so weird how easily they're bending. We'll find out exactly how much force they can take in our roof strength test. For now, let's move to the rear-end trailer collision. Here, the car shows a very good performance, as it should. For a big SUV, we really don't expect anything less. Now, for the tough test, the side impact. This is where the car really does not show a good performance. We can see it clearly from the inside view too. If it weren't for the side airbags, the passengers would be severely injured. Let's move to our new tests, roof strength and rollover. In the roof strength test, we'll find out just how much force this pillar can take, especially this car, which seems to have such weak pillars. I'm genuinely curious what force it can handle. As you can see, the number for this test is 28,000 newtons. You know what? I'm running this test again just to be sure, because that number is insanely low for a car of this size. This is not a good number. The maximum it can handle is 30,000 newtons. That's about 3 tons. In our last test, the Dodge Challenger, it handled 57,000 newtons, or 5,700 kilograms. So, feeling very disappointed, let's go to the rollover test. Let's see what the car does here. As you can see, in terms of passenger safety, it actually did a very good job. Can't really fault it too much here. Overall, the car can provide safety for the occupants, but it's just so weak. I really don't get it. It's just strangely weak. Let's move on to the acceleration test. This is where we have some expectations for this car, although we have to consider its massive weight. We're putting the driving mode in sport, and it clocks a time of 4.5 seconds. For its braking test, we see it registered 36 meters. That is a fantastic, really, really good number. Okay, 4.5 seconds and 36 meters. That's seriously impressive for this beast. If you love seeing these luxury tanks get pushed to their absolute limits, good or bad, do me a favor and hit that like button. And seriously, subscribe so you don't miss what we test next. So, let's move powerfully to the handling test. This is going to be very hard for this car. Since this machine has such a soft suspension, I honestly don't know how it'll pass. First, we start at 50 kilometers per hour. As you can see, the car managed to show a good performance. But, as you can see, the car has a lot of body roll, and that can be a bit annoying. But it's expected. It's a heavy SUV with a soft suspension. So, let's push the speed to 55 kilometers per hour. At this speed, the car still manages to show a good performance. And honestly, I am very happy and satisfied with its handling. Let's go for 60 kilometers per hour. This is where the car is still showing a good performance. This is honestly strange. I'm surprised it passed this speed. So, let's go for 65 kilometers per hour. This is where I really tested this car a lot. And in the end, this was the only test I could capture. As you can see, one of the cones falls over. Now, you guys tell me in the comments, should we count this as a pass for this car at 65 kilometers per hour or not? Until the next video, goodbye for now.